Everyone, and welcome back to the Crafty Yellow Camper. Sorry, that was a bit of a squeaky hi, wasn't it? Excuse me while I clear my throat. Today I've got another card for you using the Trusty Tools bundle. Really great for Father's Day, but also for men's birthdays, or even ladies' birthdays if you've got a lady who does DIY. I've got several friends that are very competent in DIY. It'd be a perfect card for them. So I have used the dies from the Trusty Tools and the stamp set this time on the last card that we made, which was this one. I used mainly the dies, but this time, as I said, I have used some of the stamped images as well. Okay, so I'm going to put this card to one side and we will get started. So I've gone ahead and done all the stamping and cutting first because I just find that easier. Means that the video doesn't have to be quite so long. So this is Lost Lagoon and this is half of an A4 sheet. If you are somewhere that doesn't use A4, half of whatever your sheet is will be fine. Scored down the middle and folded in half. So in the UK, that's a standard C6 card. Okay, for the insert, I have a layer of basic white and this is cut at 10 by 14.3. Sorry, I probably should have said that this is scored at 10.5, which is half of an A4 sheet. It's 21.8 or 9, I think, wide. Anyway, yeah, sorry. So this is the insert and I've gone ahead. There's this cute little stamp in there. I don't know if you can see this, that just does literally a nut, a Phillips screwdriver head and a screw. So I've just gone ahead and stamped that on there. So for once, we're going to start from the middle. So I'm just going to add some of my trusty Tombow. Remember, less is more with Tombow, especially like that one, if it's a newish one, because it will squirt out. Now, we're making the card in a mountain fold. So I've got the fold at the top, and I'm just going to stick that in there. I'm just going to hopefully get it level. So those of you that watch my videos reasonably regularly, thank you for coming back. Those of you that have just found me, lovely to have you here. You'll know that I don't tend to put a greeting in until I'm sending the card. So a lot of the time I will sort out the matte layer for inside the card, but I won't stick it in. This one, I know where this is going and I'm not going to stamp a greeting in it. I'm just going to write in it. So that's why I've stuck it down. But a lot of the time I just decorate them and leave them loose so that if I do mess up stamping the greeting, I haven't ruined the entire card. Okay, so we're going to start work on the front. So I have got a little bit of this Trusty Tools paper left, which was an online exclusive. No, I'm telling you porkies. It was a Celebration freebie. Please excuse me. I don't know. Heat has addled my brain, I think. Yeah, it was a Celebration freebie. So unfortunately, it's not available anymore. You can see the side that had the tools on, but we're just using this grid side. So if you don't have this paper, you could just use a basic white matte layer and just ink it very lightly with some Lost Lagoon ink, and I think that would look quite nice. So that is going to get stuck to the front of our card. So excuse me while I stick this on. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, use a ruler and a pen, a Stampin' Right marker if you've got the Lost Lagoon one, to make a grid, or the other option is to use a piece of grid paper out of a notebook and just ink over it with the Pool Party ink, which it looks like it's sort of been done on there. Okay, so I wanted that look of sort of tool bench, so I've used the die that cuts out this piece of sort of pegboard, and I'm just going to finish popping out the dots. Be warned, this one leaves lots of dots on your cut and emboss plates. I had to get my scraper on mine, but it is cute. I also think you could use this for other things, not just men's cards. I mean, you could, almost lace through that with baker's twine. I've got ideas rolling about in my head, but nothing sort of as settled yet. But I will find a way of using it for something else. I like, again, if you watch my videos regularly, you'll know that I like things that can be multi-use. Okay, so for today, it's a piece of pegboard, and that is going on in the centre of our card. Now, I am going to use glue because our next elements are raised up, but you need to be really easy on the glue. If you cut your paper big enough, and I'm just going to put some dots in the middle. If you cut your cardstock, I should say, sorry, this is smoky slate. If you cut it big enough, you can get a nice border around the edge, which is enough to put your glue on. And that is going slap bang in the middle of our card. And I'm using the sort of grid paper effect to line it up. Okay, so that's that. So that's the basis of our card. Then what I've done is I've gone ahead and I have stamped some of the tools. So I've got a hammer, an adjustable spanner, a tape measure and a paintbrush. There is a cute little die that does the bristles of the paintbrush if you wanted them a different colour. So on the previous card I made, it's that's what I've used there to get the blue on the brush. Anyway, so I'm just going to pop these up with some dimensional. So this is a nice, quick and easy card. You can use a mix of large and small dimensionals, whatever works for you. That's what I'm... Oh, that's an edge. Let's use up this edge. Never waste your edges, always use your edges up. They are brilliant for this kind of fiddly stuff. So that's that one. Let's chop this. I'll go diagonally on that one and chop that in half. That can go on our paintbrush. And a tiny corner left on there. And then what we'll do is we'll just stick a smaller dimensional onto the handles there. So that's that. And then all I did was just position these as if they were on the help if I actually stuck that one on properly, wouldn't it? All I did was position these as if they were on the tool rack, if you like. So I keep a little one of these little individual jam pots on my desk to contain all my dimensional backends. Seems to work quite well. I'll go for the hammer next. So I found it easier to place the larger items like the hammer and the adjustable spanner first, and then fit the paintbrush and the tape measure in around those. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily hang a paintbrush on a tool rack, but because our paintbrush hasn't got any colour on it, yeah, it wouldn't be facing upwards either, would it? Right, we'll pop it there so it looks like it's hanging on the top. And then obviously the tape measure doesn't have anywhere to hook onto, so we're just going to pop that there. Okay, so there's our finished card, nice and quick and easy with a decorated insert. I hope you'll give it a go. There are some really nice sentiments in that set, which I've realised I've neglected to show you, but I have shown it in the video where I make this fancy fold card. And there are some really nice, as I said, sentiments for dads, for Father's Day or dad's birthdays or whatever. So I hope you like the card, and I hope you'll give it a go, and I'll be back soon with some more. Thanks for watching and happy stamping. Bye for now.